out because you lied.
I'm not lying.
Did you have sex on the first date? No. Janice is very loud and obnoxious. Just don't say anything. But I'm transgender. That's just between us.
I'm sure growing up transgender, that feeling of not being good enough. Why did you just bring that up?
You just outed her. Why'd you get so angry?
My reaction is spot on, Jen.
I can hear how angry you are.
I'm just telling it like it is, honey.
And tonight, we have another couple coming in a little while.
I'm very excited.
This is Joe Budden's from Love and Hip Hop. I like her for you.
You don't know her.
But what she has seen on TV and what she has seen, what the you put me through, that's why.
Exactly. I need to wear my little ass outfits, walk around my titties out, and say everybody, that's how I need to be.
Oh, Dr. Jen, you.
I'd have slapped that bitch silly. I'd have her. I understand that you want to slap the out of me and tell me to family is the most important thing to me.
Now it's time to work on us.
You'll never meet another woman like me.
That's for sure.
Step up and be a man.
I will as soon as you let me. I love you no matter what.
Prove it. Treat me like a woman.
Grow up, girl.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone. It takes 2 years to transition. Like, if you would have seen me before, like, I look like a completely different person. Yeah. I can't I know. If you look at my picture before, you'd be like, oh, that looks like your younger brother.
It's day 3 of the couples retreat, and now that the house is aware that Carmen is transgender, there are a lot of questions circulating about her and Adrian's relationship.
I'm still trying to figure out what a pansexual is.
We have to find that out.
If we had our phones, we could Google it.
So does that mean that Adrian's pansexual? Is that what it means?
I thought that's what she was referring to.
I thought she was referring to that, too.
Adrian met Carmen, who was a man, who's now a woman. For me, it was, something I'm confused about. I still don't know what pansexual means.
There's so many different sexualities now. I mean, it used to be just straight gay and lesbian, but now it's bisexual, it's sexual, it's everything.
How can you be more than bisexual?
Carmen and Adrian were really being open in our group meeting, and I think Scott didn't really understand their vocabulary.
So, Adrian, what does pansexual mean?
It's when you have no preference in gender, you like what you like.
So pansexual can apply to a heterosexual?
I think it could.
Because it doesn't have to do necessarily with gender.
No, it's just whatever you like. People like to label people, and for me, Carmen is 100% woman. But a lot of people, they want to label her as transgender. The whole label thing, it's not me. There are 2 people that are in love. That's all that matters.
What's different than bisexual?
I mean, bisexual is into both sex. There's a lot of bisexual people that don't like transgender.
Okay. And you're pansexual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Work the body. Come on, give me some movement.
Atta girl.
1 second. Got it. That skirt serves you. Carmen is a beautiful, confident woman, but she has a deep-seated fear of judgment from her past. So today, I want to sit down with her and learn more about her history. So let's start from the very beginning.
I grew up in northern New Jersey with my mom, my sister, my grandmother. I didn't understand who I was completely. Every night, I would put on my mom's lipstick and makeup, and nobody would know about it.
Starting at what age?
Starting at, 4. I would go to bed, praying to God. Please, God, just do me a favor. I just want to wake up tomorrow as a girl. My life will be so much easier.
Did you express any of this to your mother or your grandmother?
No. There was one time, I must have been 3 or 4 years old, and my mom had a box of maxi pads, and I had no idea what they were for. I just knew that this is what women use, and this is what that's how I knew from a young age that I identified more with females, in my own mind. So I tried to use it, and then my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she laughed it off, she thought it was cute or whatever.
And what do you think would have happened had you told your mom or your grandma when you were in elementary school?
See, this is the thing though. This is what triggered me not wanting to share. When I would say 12, my mom had these bomb business suits. My mom used to dress oh my God, amazing. I put on her whole outfit.
Yeah.
And I showed my grandmother, look. And she freaked out. And I was like, okay, can't do that. So after that moment, I was like, I can't share any of this stuff with anyone because they're going to freak out or they're not going to understand. I don't even understand myself. It was I just don't want to push that button.
It sounds like from an early age, you knew that you couldn't become a girl or a woman in the house you grew up in, and that you really couldn't talk about it, and you couldn't face it until after you got out. What was dating like for you?
I didn't date anybody. And I dated nobody.
Until when?
Until I was like 20.
How old were you when you met Adrian?
22.
What happened between 20 and Adrian?
I was dating gay men, and we just didn't click. I was too much of a woman, is what I would hear. And I would put pressure on myself to be more masculine. I was doing that through high school, and I didn't like it, but I felt like, well, this is my only option. This is where I guess I have to just deal with it, you know? And then I met Adrian, and it was exciting, because it was like, I found the guy that finally gets me. At the same time, though, I wanted to become more feminine, but there was the part of me that was concerned, like, is he gonna still be in love with the person that I'm becoming?
You had many years to prepare yourself emotionally for this transition.
Right.
It is such a massive undertaking, psychologically, physically, societally, just on every level. It's very easy to overlook the transition that the partner goes through.
Yes, I agree.
Adrian didn't have those years of emotional preparation. Have you ever stopped to wonder what that was like for him?
I did. When I told him that I was transitioning, I cried to him. I was in the shower and I was bawling crying because I was so afraid of losing him. Of course. So afraid of losing him. He sat me down and he told me, I love you regardless of whatever sex you are. I love you for who you are, and you have nothing to worry about.
Which is so beautiful. And I have no doubt that he meant every word that he said.
Yeah.
And at the same time, emotionally, he probably had to catch up.
I kind of felt like, being that he was there for me throughout the whole transitioning, I thought that he was up to speed with everything. You know what I mean? In my mind, as I was going through it.
And I have a feeling that he thought he was too. But that to have such a massive shift in thinking takes more time. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and for talking to me and sharing with me. I really, really appreciate you.
Thank you, Dr. Jan.
I'm glad that Carmen opened up a better path today. But until she can recognize that Adrian is just as much a part of her transition as she is, they'll never be able to truly connect on an emotional level. Coming up,
We have another couple coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you just like how you left me on the set.
If you're separated and you somebody else, that's not cheating.
Wait, were you still having sex with him? Yes.
Did he put a gun to her head?
I'm the best looking mother in this house. I need to wear my little ass outfits, walk around my titties out. That's how I need to be.
Big Ange. Yes. Neil. So Dr. Jan wanted me to let you guys both know that we have another couple coming in a little while.
Well, I have to clean the kitchen because I'm the only one that cleans.
Oh
I
my.
want them to think we're slobs.
I wish it was Courtney and Scott Disick.
That would be
That's who needs to be here.
Yeah.
You and him would get along great. I want to put a little bit of my
No,
perfume
come on, that's girls' perfume.
Marking my territory. Because there's a new couple coming into town, so I gotta bless you with my fragrance. Are you hungry or anything?
I just had my leftovers. It's weird when somebody new comes in, right? A little weird. It's like now we gotta do everything again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I feel like we formed such a close bond with everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
here.
It's hard when somebody else comes in because it's like opening up a new.
I know. What if it's somebody who hates transgenders?
And then the whole purpose for them being here is to get along with them.
I hope it's somebody good. I'm excited to meet the new couple coming, but I'm worried because it's like, oh man, do I gotta sit there and go through my whole life story with these people too? Oh my god. I think I'm gonna just buy a t-shirt that says transgender.
No new friends. No new friends.
He's silly.
Look at you. You can't even help me with my bag. Don't think about nobody but your himself.
The final couple to enter the house is rapper Joe Budden and on-again, off-again girlfriend Kaylin Garcia.
Getting a workout.
Yeah, you
That's
work
okay,
out,
because
right?
you're going to look at this and not get no at all.
Darn it. That's exactly what I wanted. My name is Joe Budden. I'm a musician. You may know me from my recording group Slaughterhouse. And you may have seen me on VH1's Love and Hip Hop.
My name is Kaylin Garcia. I own my own fitness brand called Twerkout. And most people know me for dating Joe Budden.
I met Kaylin at the pool party at my house. She had a mohawk, and she clearly wasn't from New Jersey, which made me want to find out who is this girl.
When I first saw him, the chemistry was just off the chain. We just kicked it. It was like nothing that I've ever experienced before.
We had sex everywhere. We bagged women together. We got high together. I was popping every pill under the planet.
I was just like, yo, this motherfucker's crazy. He's crazy. But I loved it. Things were great, perfect. It just changed when the show came into play.
They had me around my ex-Tahiri for quite a bit. I started to date. I'm still in love with Tahiri.
If he said, okay, I don't want to be with you anymore, I would have been okay. But don't sit here and tell me to have faith, keep my hopes alive, and destroy me, knock me down to my feet, and go propose to someone that hurt me to the core when I watched that.
I don't trust you right now.
That's a no. The damage that caused has made it hard for Kaylin and I to remain a constant. We love each other. So, I mean, you get back together, you hang out, you know it's fun, and then that damage manifests. And then I get to skating.
He's not compassionate. He's desensitized.
You've been needing therapy.
I know I need help. I need to fix myself because you broke me down. I'm here to finally see if it's gonna work or not. I need help just like you need help.
What if I don't need no help?
You need help.
I know we love each other and I know we have history. I just don't know that me today and her today could be together. But I'm here in an attempt.
Joe says he's willing to get back together, but he and Kaylin both have a lot of hard work ahead of them if they intend to salvage the relationship.
You gonna leave me?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you just like how you left me on the steps.
Hello, how are you? Got it?
Yeah, I got it. You don't got it, but I got it.
Ouch.
Hi, welcome! I'm Janice! So Joe and I walked in the door, and first person to come up is Janice. She's crazy. So I was just like, oh, it's gonna be long. 2 weeks. Yo, I'm Janice.
How you doing?
I guess that's when it all hit me. It was like, okay, I'm here. There is no escape. So it's time to buckle up and get ready for a ride.
That's Joe Budden's from Love and
Love and Hip Hop.
He's a rapper. I'm so happy they're here because I'm such a fan of their relationship. I really want it to work.
Nice meeting you, Hi, Jacqueline.
Watching Joe on Love and Hip Hop, I really felt like I wanted him to stay with Kaylin from the start. Wow, you guys are back together?
No.
Oh. Hi, Carmen. Nice to meet you. I'm a fan of you guys from the show. Them coming into the house, I'm just like freaking out with my mind. That's how I am. I fall in love with people. Like when I meet them, when I see them and I'm already a fan of them, it's already like, oh, I love you guys.
Kaylin, what do you do? Girl, twerk out.
All right. Kaylin, she's just darling, gorgeous, sweet. She's perfect. She took to me and I took to her right away. Because I'm a sister under the skin, trust that, true that. Mm-hmm.
What's your name again?
Adrian.
Adrian. And yours?
Carmen.
So what show are y'all from?
Well, I wasn't on a show, like, recently. I'm, like, praying in my mind, like, please don't recognize me, please don't recognize me, please don't recognize me.
You look super familiar.
Well, I'm a model, an actress, and he's my man. I didn't want to go into my gender identity right away. I'd rather just make them feel comfortable and get to know them a little bit more, and then I will find the right time to bring it up. I watched you guys on TV, and I felt so bad for you, like everything.
For me, right?
No, for her, because I felt like she was so like loyal and stuff, you know. I like her for you.
You don't know her.
She doesn't have to say much. I can see it in her eyes.
So you don't know her, but you like her for me.
Yeah, because she's loyal.
We don't know that she's loyal.
Why are you saying it like that? Well, how do you know she's been loyal?
How does she know that? She watched a TV show. What makes you say that Kaylin and I are so great for each other? You saw something on television, and here you are boastfully happy that we're together in this process. Nah. You don't know this woman from a can of paint from a hole in the
But what
wall.
she has seen on TV and what she has seen, what the you put me through, that's why.
Exactly.
Not only do you not know her, you don't know me from a can of paint. So how do you like her for me?
Well, we can only judge from what we've seen, so.
Or we cannot judge. So what's wrong with your relationship?
Infidelity.
You?
Both.
Both?
Y'all both cheated on each other?
Has it been like a reoccurring thing on both parts?
It was one time her, then me, then me, then me, then me.
Oh, well, then you the second time. Well, you first time, but you...
But I was separated.
That's not cheating.
Wait, what's not cheating?
If you're separated and you somebody else, how's it cheating?
We still live together.
They were still separated.
Wait, you still having sex with him?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he put a gun to her head?
He was like, I want to be with you. Let's go to therapy, blah, 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 to my face. But behind my back, he was having his fun.
I thought that's what separation was for. What the hell is separation for? Might as well be together then.
Figure out what you want to do.
All right, so I can't get we'll try to figure it out.
No.
So we might as well be together.
Joe has this quality about him when he speaks to women. He can come off as, you know, really intimidating and very arrogant. He's kind of a douchebag.
Coming up.
So I called her and I said, you have 5 minutes to exit that house before I call the police.
What's making you cry right now?
It's just bringing me back to a place where, like, I just don't want to be.
I'm just afraid, do I have to feel like we need to live together in order for me to keep an eye on you? After talking to Joe and Kaylin about our issues and our relationship, it got me upset all over again.
You wanting to keep an eye on me is just, it starts off with a trust issue.
But if you really gave a about me, you would make sure to cover your ass.
You mind putting some oil on my back?
Or do you trust me to put oil on your back?
I think I trust you to put oil on my back.
I will put some oil on your back. That's all I'm doing. I'm not putting my so don't try it.
Wasn't asking me to put your up.
Never know what you...
Joe has definitely been hinting about having sex, and I'm just not giving it to him. That's the reason why you treat me the way you do. He needs to earn it. What do you want in me?
I need love. I need attention. I need vagina. Kaylin's not on the same level of intelligence as me and experience as me. But I figured someday she would be able to appreciate the honesty. Because that's not a luxury that all men give to women. You're trying to seduce me still.
Joe, I don't have to try to seduce you.
Like, you think you whatever you want, huh?
Because I can.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
I do it every time.
That's not true. That is
I have sex
not.
with you because I want to.
No.
Yes.
You
yes,
have
yes,
sex
yes,
with
yes.
me because I want
I
to.
have sex with you because I want to.
You're so disillusioned. That's just like a woman thing.
A mixture of attraction and animosity, Joe and Kaylin's relationship is complicated, to say the least. I need to sit down with them and find out how they got together so I can better understand how they got where they are today. Welcome to your first 2-on-1. What I'd like to do today is get a better sense of sort of what got you here and also get a sense of what you both would like to accomplish in our work together. Who would like to begin? Okay, well, Joe and we first met at his house in his backyard, and we definitely connected on a level that I never experienced, and I don't know if it was because I was high or vulnerable at the time. Vulnerable because I wasn't in the best state prior to him. I was stripping and then, living in the car. And it was just always a struggle with money and maintaining it. So that was like a low point. Yeah. For me. So then what happened? And then Love and Hip Hop came.
While we were filming, it looks like I'm in love with Tahiri. So I went to Tahiri's house and I said, I think like I might be in love with you. And Tahiri called her friend over and she said, tell Joe what I just said to you. And the girl said, she just finished saying that it looks like I'm in love with him.
So what did you do with this information?
I was scared. I knew that I needed to talk to Kaylin about it. And Kaylin said, verbatim, I love you. I want you to be happy. You will never know how that is going to end unless you go and find out.
What's making you cry right now?
It's a sensitive subject for me. It's just bringing me back to a place where, like, I just don't want to be.
When you said that to him, logistically, what was your plan?
I don't think I really had a plan at the time.
And so, did you stay in his house?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't look out for you. So what happened next?
I'm two-timing at this point. Not sleeping with either one. And all Tahiri could say is that girl still in your house? And I would say, yeah, but...
Or no. Because she did end up knocking on
Well, that was at the end.
the door and said, Joe told me you weren't even living in the house.
At the end, I had a show somewhere out of town, and Kaylin was in my house. And women are detectives. So Tahiri comes right to my house, knocking on the door. Bong, bong, bong. Here's young Kaylin, opens the door. Tahiri's right there. She lets her right inside the house.
I said, hello? Hi. She goes, we needed to talk. I said, come sit down.
And needs to sit there.
And connect the dots.
The dots. My friend was in my house at the time, and he texted me and he said, do you know that Kaylin and Tahiri are sitting in your living room having a conversation? And I said, no. So I called Tahiri and I said, you have 5 minutes to exit that house before I call the police. And she cursed me out, but she eventually left.
What were you hoping to stop?
Hurt. On both sides.
What's that look on your face?
That period right there where when we had that conversation and she said, you need to go and figure that out. I interpreted that as, okay, that's what I will do.
Okay, but you didn't make that specific. You said, keep having faith that God is going to work it out. God is going to work it out. And yes, you did.
Fuzzy there.
I'm going to go along with the assumption that he said, God will work it out. That doesn't mean that you want a front row seat sitting at his house while he figures out, even if he ultimately was going to come back to you.
I still didn't want to lose him. Yeah, I just didn't want to lose him.
So you thought maybe if you stayed in his house and you stayed close to him as this was playing out, that might keep you together?
Yeah. I see.
God, that sounds enormously painful.
Yeah.
What did you think you were teaching him about your value in the relationship by doing that?
It's a hard question to answer.
You taught me that you valued yourself very little, if at all.
It's hard to teach someone to value you when you don't value yourself that much.
I got that now.
Yeah. An important part of our work together is you looking at your part in how you contributed to the problems in this relationship, and you looking at your part. No one gets off the hook around here. Because look, whether the two of you end up together or not, you both have a lot to learn from this relationship moving forward.
Coming up, do you like hearing when someone says to your wife, why did she stay with you? Does that not bother you?
I think Dr. Jen is just pressing your buttons.
I don't want to think about it. I want to think about today, now, and my jeans, and dinner. That's what I want. No pain.
I understand that you want to slap the out of me and tell me to off.
You know what, babe?
What?
Maybe we can go on one of those crazy retreats where we get away and they teach us, like, how to get all the fire back. You know? Like in the beginning of our marriage. The passion. The fire. Like Janice does. Scott, come here. She's funny. She knows what she wants and she knows what she doesn't want. I need to be a little bit more like that. See, I'm too nice to people. I don't know how to sometimes say no.
You know how to say no to me.
Because you've told me too many times.
Scott, Jacqueline, Dr. Jen is ready for you guys.
All right.
Are you ready?
Jacqueline and Scott have been struggling with his addiction for 9 years. When it comes to their relationship issues, Scott is used to being the focus. But I'm interested in pressing Jacqueline about her role in all of this. How does it feel to be here?
It's tough. I kind of feel like I'm getting ready to have to relive everything.
Yeah, and this is new for me. Just talking about all this is really definitely uncomfortable.
Sure.
But it's time.
At what point in your relationship did you realize that there was a problem?
Early on, I brought him to a charity event, and I remember getting up from the table. He's like, "Are you gonna finish that?" And he just grabbed everyone's wine. It was tacky and embarrassing, but I didn't.
I was blacked out,
Yeah.
so I didn't know till the next day.
Was the charity event the first one, or were
That
there
was
ones
the first
before
time, the charity event.
Yeah.
Then he was arrested on our honeymoon. We were in the airport. We were celebrating together. I had a drink with him. People were wanting autographs, and the lady didn't want to let him on the plane because he was drunk.
Yeah.
See, what would happen is an incident would happen where I would black out, and then I'd white knuckle it for 8 or 9 months, and then another one would happen.
Okay. Jacqueline, so what do you think it is in you that made you go, I'm going to look the other way, or it's okay? And look, I know you felt love and connection to him, but someone else would look at that and go, whoa, this guy needs help. He's not emotionally available for a relationship. But you didn't.
I didn't overlook it.
But you married him, so you did.
Because there's a good part in him.
Of course, obviously.
You know, I fell in love with that part.
But what my goal is right now is to get you thinking about you. So much of your history together has been about him as identified patient. And it's important for you to look at not just what your strengths are, but also what your emotional weaknesses have been historically that got you here.
She has been someone who saw me and wanted to save me.
Yeah, I think so too. Typically, when we pick birds with broken wings, what it usually means is that somewhere inside of us, we're afraid that if we pick a bird that has healthy wings, that it will fly away. And it's important for you to be able to look at that part of all of this, because if there is any of that in you, we have to address it, because otherwise he won't be able to get well.
If I'm understanding this correctly, are you saying that I'm contributing to him not being well?
Well, yes and no. I'm saying you were vulnerable to picking someone who wasn't well because of deficits within you. Deficits that we have yet to explore that are really important to explore. Because if that doesn't get addressed, then yes, then it will hurt his treatment.
Dr. Jen saying that really bothered me. She doesn't quite know the whole dynamic of our relationship. There's a lot of pain, and sometimes you need to just close that chapter. I don't even want to talk about everyday, like, the disease and addiction, bipolar, mental health. I just want us to be normal. But
this is your normal. The normal is you are a family that has bipolar and that has addiction, and that is part of your day-to-day life.
Right, and I don't want to
not talking about it doesn't make it go away. Jacqueline is far more hesitant to talk about Scott's addiction and mental illness than I expected, and that's a problem. Therapy isn't meant to be a comfortable experience. If she refuses to face these issues, her relationship will fail.
Baby, I think Dr. Jen is just pressing your buttons. She's trying to get to know you.
Well, do you like hearing when someone says to your wife, why did she stay with you? Does that not bother you? I can't go back to answer, why did I do this or why did I do that? I don't want to think about it. I want to think about today, now, and my jeans, and dinner. That's what I want. No pain.
Coming up.
Oh, Dr. Jen, you.
I'd have slapped that bitch silly. I'd have her. I understand that you want to slap the out of me and tell me to off.
I have that.
Some of the custom jewelry. After our first session with Dr. Jen, I was really just kind of angry.
Yes.
Right on the cheekbone. She kind of kept trying to make me look like there's something wrong with me. I mean, I just need someone to talk to and vent to and get it all out. And hey, why not? Janice Dickinson. Doing all this therapy stuff, it makes your mind go back and forth.
What did Dr. Jen say? Q-tip.
She just said that there's something missing with me, and there's a reason I'm selecting broken, wounded people.
So she said a broken person. He's not broken. Relapse is part of recovery.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Honestly.
I didn't like to hear it. I didn't want to hear it.
Did you tell her?
Kind of.
If she had said that to me, I would have gone ballistics.
Was there something that I'm picking the wrong person?
Dr. Jen, you. I'm sorry. If you want to know who should be running the shows, is Rocky Turner. Or her. I'm sorry. I can't hear this right now. I'd have slapped that bitch silly. I'd have her after she said that to me. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Oh, gosh. Wow. That was a huge mistake because Janice is very dramatic. She's impulsive and sometimes a hot mess. Sometimes it's like a ticking time bomb.
It's all right. I'm not there. But someone said it to me. I just gave him. I would have done. So, Dr. Space. But I've never hit her. It's not my call. I think she's really upset. I'm going to talk to her.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
I
got it. Thank you, Janice. Janice? Dr. Jen is ready to see you.
And I'm ready to see her.
Janice took issue with what I discussed with Jacqueline in her session, and while I don't mind differences of opinion, I do have a problem with her response. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm noticing that Janice is hypersensitive to criticism, and it's something I want to address with her right away. So I have a few things I want to talk about with you today.
Shoot.
The first is, I understand that you want to slap the out of me and tell me to off.
I feel that you're really, really hard on Jackie. And I respect what you do, otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here.
I believe that.
So if that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. But for me, the one thing that I do ask of you is that you don't sabotage anyone else's treatment. That if you hear her say something that you're like, Dr. Jen said what? That you can be like, are you sure you got that right? Why don't you talk to Dr. Jen instead of her? I'd slap that.
Oh, that really touched home for you. I'm sorry.
Where it touched home for me is that with Rocky, you do the same thing.
Give me an example.
When Rocky interrupted you and you lashed out at him the way you did.
Busted.
So are you saying that...
Busted, mother... Busted.
I think that, sometimes it may feel good to lash out because it gets the anger out. Mm-hmm. I don't think that you walk away feeling like, I'm so proud of how I handled that. But I think if you say to Rocky, hey, Rocky, I was in the middle of talking. I know you're really eager to share your perspective. Would you mind letting me finish my story first? Mm-hmm. That's my goal for you.
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah.
Coming up, everybody respecting people. This is why I cannot be confident around my because they take my life and make a joke about it.
So he stared into nothing. Inside,
He's full of himself.
Yeah.
See, 22 years old and gorgeous. You better wake up. Tight and right. Tight and right. We gotta remember that one.
You gotta see how it's looking in about 5 years.
You over there laughing? Shut up with your big ass belly.
I know it hurts to watch me bleeding. Can't tell you what I need.
Come here.
I am, baby. I'm just getting some sun.
On the CVS list, under my name is that tampons.
You wrote that?
No. I don't know. That pisses me off, though.
I woke up today and on my grocery list, in huge letters and exclamation points, there says tampons. Like, why? Why me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I figured I'm pretty nice to everybody.
I think somebody did it as a joke, not towards you, but still.
Yeah, but that's grimy as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care. Like, I take that to the heart. The fact that I will never be able to menstruate or be able to bear children, is really sensitive, and I'm feeling betrayed. Like my reality was somebody else's joke.
What's the matter, Carmen?
Not in a good mood.
I know you look like you're having an issue today.
Yeah. Because somebody decided to be funny and write something on the CVS list. And it kind of pissed me off. Like, I'm so angry that I don't know. I'm just gonna...
Come on, baby.
What could they have wrote?
It's just stupidity. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought about bringing it up at the table, but Joe and Kaylin don't know that I'm transgender, and I'm not gonna sit there and go through my gender identity with somebody that I just met. This is exactly why, perfect example, why I cannot be confident around my because they take my life and make a joke about it.
She's all upset.
Who's upset?
What happened?
Somebody wrote something.
She might be easily angered. They may have been well within their right to write whatever they were writing.
I walk in here being myself, being open, being friendly, being honest, to then have to deal with some petty ass bull. It's petty. I'm here to be with you. Like, I don't give a about anybody else. Like, I don't give a about being nice. I'm the best looking mother in this house. I need to put all the makeup that I want on, wear my little ass outfits, walk around my titties out, and say everybody respecting people. Like, I guess that's how I need to be.
I got a heavy heart.
Next time on Couples Therapy with Dr. Jen. I'm very offended that someone would do this if this is a joke. You're going to watch me have your back right now.
Getting a hooker is degrading, disgusting. There's something wrong with this picture.
You didn't know she was transgender? I didn't know either.
Does that make the guy gay?
See, I don't know.
That just changed the entire dynamic of this group.
But I haven't seen Joe all day.
There was a domestic violence incident, and the warrant put out for his arrest.